Hello class, for this week for our discussion 6, we're asked to identify one social, economic, or environmental justice issue in rural communities and how we would address it based on our readings for the week. So one issue that I seen in the text was discrimination in rural communities, or stereotyping, where people in rural communities could be seen as uneducated or undeserving of help. And also could be discriminated in the community for treating members of the elite better than typical residents. So in the text it states that in the community for rural areas that the elite could be treated better than those of typical residents and given better treatment, more opportunities, and considered better than those. What I would do for that issue is just educate the members of the community and advocate for those who are treated unfairly and discriminated against, whether it is the members of typical residents of the community or other members of the community who are considered to be strangers or considered to be outcasts in the community. And that also just educating those who I'll be working with. In my line of work, I'm planning on going into school-based therapy, so I will be educating the teachers and the members of the school staff that the children who are members of the elite and the children who are considered to be typical residents should be treated the same and given the same opportunities as each other. We also go through that in what I've learned from the school-based therapy is that we have to educate our teachers about mental health, about substance use and things like that. So I would also make it a point to educate them on treating everyone fairly as they would each other. Also in the reading, Christianity and Social Work, it states that our country faces widening gaps between the rich and the poor on page 130. And it also states that social workers should avoid the diversity trap with social justice issues related to poverty on page 131. So I think that that's meaning that social workers should avoid treating others unfairly just because maybe members of their staff or members around them are treating others differently. And we shouldn't fall into that trap of treating others differently. Everyone should be given the same opportunities. And then also advocating for these individuals. I would just give the people who feel like they're outcasts, or give the people that feel like they are not being treated fairly, I would give them the same resources that I would give to the elite members, and just make sure that I adhere to all of the code of ethics, stating that all individuals should be treated fairly. I also think that those who stereotype the members of rural communities could be educated as well. I've heard in my own community people judging each other, saying that they're not educated or that they don't deserve the help because they do this or that. So I would just educate them and let them know, hey, maybe they don't know that there's that kind of help out there. Maybe they don't know that they have resources. So I would give them the resources and also educate those who are stereotypical against others in the community.